Hello everyone, my name is Paul and welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about virtual environment. In this video, we are going to discuss about what exactly virtual environment is, what exactly the need of virtual environment. If you are a complete beginner, then this video is going to be very helpful for you to understand what exactly virtual environment is. And after that, we are going to create a virtual environment, and after that, we are going to learn that how what exactly the difference between the virtual environment and the local, like in your local machine and virtual environment, what are the differences, and how would you uninstall some packages, also uninstall some packages as well inside the virtual environment, and also like activating it, deactivating it, how to how to play with virtual environment overall, we are going to learn. So stay with this, stay connected with this video till the end, so that you could have a proper understanding. And if you're a complete beginner, you have just started with the Python, then this video is going to be really helpful for you. Okay, so let's start the topic. So first of all, actually I've created a folder. So inside that we are going to discuss everything. Okay, now first of all, let me tell you what exactly virtual environment is. For that, let me go to the paint and let me create one. For example, this is your local machine. Okay. Now, inside the local machine, you have installed Python, for example, Python, and there various libraries also, like for example, NumPy, Pandas, and so on. Like for example, Matplotlib. Okay, these are the things which you have installed. Now, for example, you are working with some other two simultaneous projects is where, like for example, here in the, if the NumPy version is for example 1.25.1, and in another one, okay, for example, in another one you need 1.26.1, for example. Now if you install both of them, okay, if you install both of them, and if you install both of them in your local PC, and then if you try to work with them properly, then obviously they are going to be a clash, because every version will have there might be other libraries which is dependent on NumPy. So if you create two NumPy version, okay, if you install both of them, then obviously that another library which is going to use the NumPy library, for example Pandas, which actually use NumPy library obviously, so it is going to be confused that which version should I take, or there could be a clash. Okay, and both the versions do not support obviously everything. Like obviously 1.26.1 will support many other things which 1.25.1 will not, obviously, right? So there could be a clash. So to avoid all these things, it is better to create your own virtual environment. Okay, so what exactly virtual environment is? It's like, for example, inside your local PC, you would be creating two more. Like for example, one virtual environment. This is another virtual environment. Okay. Now, if you keep this, like for example, this 1.1.25.1, this one, if you keep inside one virtual environment, and if you choose another one, for example, 1. Second, yeah, 1.26, sorry, 26.1. Okay, if you keep it here, then obviously there will not be any clash. Why? Because let us consider one C program. Okay, let me open the notepad. Okay, for example, like we are going to write like integer main, we used to write, no? Then inside the main, there are like few things will be happening. And for example, in ABC, there is another function, and in BCD, obviously there is another function. Okay, so what we call, like if we declare any variable inside this function, obviously it is local to this one. You can't access that one from outside, right? And if it is in a global variable, then obviously it is going to be accessed by all of them, right? So here, like if you like local and global, that concept came, no? So here also the same concept actually happens. Like inside the virtual environment, what is going to happen if you create any, like for example, anything you have done in this virtual environment, that is not going to affect that one. the similar one, okay, the other one, okay. And if you are doing anything here, obviously that is not going to impact. If you have done anything here, it is not going to impact here, okay. Even also it is not going to impact the global one, in your local PC, okay. Also as I have told you that like there are some, like for example, if I declare any global variable, for example here, okay, so that global variable you can use from main, from abc, from bcd. Similarly, in virtual environment, like there are some customizations, like either they can use the system libraries which are already installed in the local system. Either they are going to use them or not, or like that is a configuration thing which you can like a config file will be generating, and you can manipulate it according to your convenience. So we are not going into that deeper section right now. Just a basic thing which you need to understand, that like inside the virtual environment, if you are doing anything, that is not going to impact here. And if you are doing anything here, okay, that is not going to impact here. So that is a basic simple funda. Why it is needed? Obviously, to avoid the clash of the versions of the similar libraries which will be there in the both the like in the system, okay. So that is a concept of virtual environment. Now let's talk about like obviously why we have to use it. That is also clear, I think. Now let us talk about the installation of the virtual environment, okay. Now let's go to the here, okay. So here I have created one folder called virtual environment, okay. Let me open this in Python. Okay, let me delete this first and let me open terminal, okay. So you can see, okay. So now let's put ls. So you can see main.py, one by default Python file has been created, okay. And, yeah. Okay. So now what we are going to do? First of all, let me go inside the Python command, okay. Now if I write import numpy, you can see it is working, okay. That means numpy is installed inside my local PC. So ps means my local PC, okay. So numpy is working, numpy is here, import pandas, you can see there is no error, so obviously it is there, okay. Now the question comes that what exactly then virtual environment is. So let me create a virtual environment and let me tell you what exactly the difference is, okay. So to create a virtual environment, what the command would be, one second, yeah. So that would be the command python -m venv. So there are many ways you can create virtual environment. Like there are pip environment, poetry is also a package manager, conda is there. So there are many ways you can do it. Like what exactly we are going to achieve using virtual environment, you can do it in similar other ways as well. But I prefer virtual environment because it is more clean, and like I really love it. That's why I'm explaining this. If you need like pip environment or like poetry, if you need the tutorial on that, you can tell me in the comment section. I will create a video of it. That's not a problem, okay. So venv python -m dot venv, then you need to write your environment name, for example test environment. So let me create it. Acha, it is going to take a little bit time. Along with this, let me explain these things. So these are some Python libraries which I am going to install. So let me save them, okay. And for that, so and, okay, so inside the test environment, let me save it, okay, as requirement dot txt, okay. So I have saved it, fine. So inside the test environment, you can see requirement.txt is there, okay. That's fine. Now let me check, okay. So virtual environment has been created. How to check it? Give the ls command or dir if you are on Windows or Linux. Like here both of them will be working, okay. So I'm using the Linux commands, okay. So you can see the test env. Let's go inside that test env ls. So requirement.txt is here. That is fine. Now you can see here that this is PS. That means what I said, the local one. We created the virtual environment, but now we need to activate it. So how to activate that? So for that, you need to move out of the virtual environment folder, test environment. Now here you need to write test environment, then scripts, then activate. Okay. So using tab, like you do not need to write it. Like for example, if you write test, then tab, it will come. Then s scripts. Okay. As you can see there, inside that one script is there. So inside the script, there is a thing called activate. Okay. So press enter and it is activated. See, now you can see test environment is there. There is no PS. Obviously, PS is there, but inside the test environment you are having right now. Okay. So, like this means you are inside the virtual environment. Okay. Now let me like Python version. Okay. Pip version. You can see the pip version is by default. Okay. It is 1 second. Okay. 23.2.1. Whereas in my PC, okay, in my local PC, the pip version is, I guess, 23.3.1. Yes, 23.3.1. So we can upgrade also pip. Okay, I will upgrade it later. That's not a, let's not divert into that section. Okay, now if you go to the Python command line and if you write import numpy, there is no numpy. If you write import pandas, there is no pandas. Okay, but inside local, as I have already shown, that numpy and pandas are there. So that is a difference. So you can see that a separate environment has been created inside my local PC, which I already told you about this. Okay, so that is the concept of virtual environment. So obviously we can install what the packages we need only for our own project. That thing we can install. For example, we need all of them. Okay, let me delete it. Okay, so we need all of them. That's why I put them inside the requirement.txt. If you need the specific version, so you can, what you can do is you can write 1.25.1 also. This is the way you can do it. Okay, I'm giving one example only. Like all the things are, if you do not mention any version, then the upgraded version of that library will be installed. So this is not the upgraded one. Upgraded one is 1.26.1. I am putting it like 125.1 for the testing purpose, either it is like actually installing it or not. Okay, so let me save it and let's go to PyCharm. Okay, now okay, so let me go out of it and ls, then cd test. Okay, then ls. Okay, so here requirement.txt is there. So inside the requirement.txt, if you can see, requirement.txt is having lot of names in different line. Okay, so to install that, we have to what we have to do is we have to run this command pip install. Normally what we do, pip install numpy, pip install pandas. So in a project there could be plenty of libraries which you need to install. So requirement.txt is a very good way to install all the packages like in a recursive way. For that, -r is needed and then requirement.txt. Now you press enter and wait. Everything will be installed accordingly. You do not need to worry about anything. Okay, -r means recursive order, like one by one it is going to install. Okay, so see. Okay, so it is going to take little bit time. Like let's wait and when it ends, let's continue from that. Okay, by the way, here if I go to the Python and if I use for example import numpy, so after that numpy dot version, you can see 1.26.1, which is the upgraded one. Okay, so some issues were there, I guess. Something, okay, PyTorch has not been installed. Okay, something wrong happened. Okay, there is nothing to worry. Like others have been installed or not, we have to check. Okay, so Python, so import NumPy. Uh, okay, NumPy is also not installed. Okay, let's check. Let me do one thing. Let me put it only the NumPy one doesn't matplotlib, and let me, okay, okay, let me put only this. Okay, and let's check for now. Okay, now let me check 1 second. For the testing purpose only, I need to show. That's why there is do not no need of have all the libraries right now. Okay, there might be some dependencies. I have to check. It's not a big deal. So everything is installed almost, I think. Yeah. It's almost done. Let's wait a few seconds more. It will be all right. Some background task is happening actually. Let's wait. Okay. So now every file, sorry, every library which was there inside the requirement.txt is installed now. And there is also a pop-up like notice which is there, python.exe, like you can upgrade it. So before that, let me go to the Python, yeah, and then import NumPy. So you can see NumPy is there. Okay. Now, if I write NumPy dot version dot version, you can see 1.25.1, which is there inside the requirement.txt. Okay, I put it 1.25.1, but in the local, okay, so you can see 1.26.1 is there. So now you have seen that in the local, the version was 1.26.1, and in our virtual environment, it was 25.1, as I has said already this. Okay, now this is the difference. Okay, so if I am going to use this 25.1 and 26.1 inside one machine, which I have shown here already, so obviously it is going to clash with each other due to a lot of dependency issues. But here now this is not going to happen. Okay, and this is the reason. Okay, now now if I want to uninstall, okay, all the packages which I already told you, I will show you. So let's talk about that. So to uninstall, what do you have to do there? ls, okay, and pick requirement.txt uninstall. Okay, so as you guys can see, every time, like for everything, proceed y or n, it is going to come. So for that, let's control C. Okay, you have to put a -y here. Okay, -y means by default it would be yes. So uninstalling would be happening without your consent. They will not going to ask that either you want to proceed or not. So you can see everything has been uninstalled. How to check? Python. Okay, and here it is import NumPy. So you can see NumPy is not there. Import pandas are not there. So this is the way you have to uninstall. Now activation, installation, creation, everything I have shown. Now how to deactivate it? Just simply write deactivate. Yeah, so it is deactivated. Now it came out of the test environment. You can see here. Okay, there is no test environment here. So this is the way you have to work with the virtual environment. Okay, so yeah, see, this is the way you have to work with the virtual environment. Now if any project is there, if you want to like work, so inside the test environment you have to copy paste that all the folders and files, and after that you can work, or you can create some new files as well, as the way you want to. Okay, inside that we are going to use it, and in such a way virtual environment will take care of everything. do not need to worry about that. I think this video is is going to be useful for you. If you have learned something new, really, I would appreciate if you could hit the like button. And also in the comment section, you can tell me what are the other things you want to learn. What are the issue you are facing in your Python development, so I can make videos on that also. And guys, please hit the subscribe button also and press the bell icon so that every video could be reached you through notification. And see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.